What was your reaction to reading an arrangement?
It's the same chords, it's the same melodies, but there's a lot of ornamentation, which I think is fine, and it works nicely. In, as I said, in the context of more of a concert performance
Of
a piece. Though actually, I think of the scores I've done, Suite Française, the main love theme from that does work nicely. The theme is like a classic love theme sound to it. It does stand up as music in its own right, and it's nice to take that further and, as you've done, make it more like it's like a showpiece, isn't it? It's like I've got a violin sonata and almost a cadenza at one point, which is cool.
You yourself arranged the score for the piano solo, and you play. It's you. We can listen to you. Here it is a violin and piano. What color does it bring to you?
Yes, in the film she falls in love with his piano playing or his music, and so the piano is the thing that she falls in love with, if you like. So the piano is of course a big feature of the soundtrack. But the melody, when it comes, it is often played on on cello section. Though sometimes it's also on violas and violins, doubling, this kind of thing. So it does get played by violins, but never soloistically, never a solo instrument. Though I did experiment with that. I remember trying earlier versions of the theme, because my wife also plays violin professionally. So it's very easy for me to demonstrate a theme on piano and solo. So in a way, the theme was put on solo, violin and piano at one point in the early writing of it. And in a way, you've taken it back to where the theme was. So it hasn't happened that many times, to be honest, people saying, "Oh, I want to arrange your film music." I think it's a fantastic idea. Clearly it's a different thing that you're doing. And so some of the arrangement, I would never arrange the kind of thing, the ornamentations and so on, that are in the piece that you've arranged. Wouldn't work in the film, but then it's lovely to take that film as like a folk melody, as a melody, and then to expand on it as you've done and make it more for the concert hall, as opposed to fit with the tragedy of the scene that the theme was written for originally. You've taken it to a different place, which I think is great.
What did you want to emphasize in relation to his identity to Bruno?
Unrequited love, or forbidden love. Because a lot of the performances that both actors give is they're having to be quite reserved. And so hopefully what the music does is you're hearing what they're feeling. You're hearing what's in their heads, and sometimes they can't because people are watching them and because they're under occupation. And he's clearly a very begrudging Nazi officer. He'd rather be writing his music. So it's clear that that's what he's lost in, really, the music. And the theme, I was really trying to show a tragic love story and just the essence of that, the essence of what they're feeling internally.
I feel the distortion, the impossibility to love. What were your feelings when you compose?
I wrote the theme, even though I did have to write obviously to picture. I wrote the theme away from picture initially, so it is a pure piece of music. Some of it was knowing that a lot of the score, the tense Nazi occupation parts, would rely on the pedal notes. So when you first see the Germans marching on screen, you get the bass note never changes. Ostinato or pedal bass. And similarly, the love theme. So we unsettled. But then the theme also has, that's actually the quiet version of the resistance movement, if you like. That's the townspeople. So yeah, we're hearing 3 different themes actually. So there's that the main, that love theme, then the resistance theme, and there's also the B section. That section. So there's 3 different themes, and they all used in different ways, I suppose, in the film.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. It's my great pleasure to talk to you, and congratulations on the album.
Thank you.